Hello, so I'm going to be reacting to a video that, as someone who just came out as gender fluid, this video really pissed me off. Like, oh my god. Like, remember when I used to be obsessed with parents and stuff like that? Well, I still struggle with it. I've gotten a lot better, but this is like transphobic parent in this video I'm reacting to today. She admits to beating her 2-year-old for having the courage to come out as transgender. And she beat this girl so bad that by 4 years old, she tried to kill herself and had suicidal thoughts. And throughout this video, I will show it. I just wanted to tell you my thoughts. This mom, because she's on camera, she's behaving like, oh, I accept my daughter now. I'm a decent human being. Let's just play the video. I may even just show the clips I'm talking about. But I think instead of just talking about how transphobic the mom is, it really baffles me, and it's made me see trans people in a much more different way, and we'll get to that. So let's start the video. Logos. I just hope I'm not overreacting. I'm just someone who's so against child abuse that when I heard this mom beat her 2-year-old at the time for expressing that she's trans, I was disgusted.
So tell me more about school. What about the people in your class? Are they nice?
I want to apologize for saying something awfully rude for no reason. So, what do you think when we were getting our backpacks to go, and my teacher said, girls get your backpacks with girl named Lucy, she said, no, you're not a girl, you're a boy.
So I'm not going to pause the video because, alright, screw it. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not only transphobic parents that will beat their 2-year-olds for having enough courage. Again, we'll get to that, but there's schools that are transphobic, and I've even seen a couple of trans short films where one uses the bathroom, but the school staff is very transphobic about it. So, I've never gone through that, and I'm so thankful for this video on YouTube that made me see trans kids in such a more sympathetic light. So, that's all I have to say. Back to the video. And that's a sad thing about the world. There's always going to be hateful people. There's always going to be racism and homophobia. And as much as we want to stop all of that, it's never going to go away. Like, when I was in school, I was taught Martin Luther King. And I immediately thought as a kid, oh, so no one's racist anymore. But when I grew up, I heard stories about black kids in my school, not by the kids, but by other people. They were treated bad. And I heard that Japan, correct me in the comments, this is something my dad told me. He said that black people are frowned upon in Japan, and it led me to believe that that's the reason why there's so many racist looking black characters you can think of in so much anime we see. The Promised Neverland, I guess One Piece, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say Full Metal Alchemist, it wasn't as bad, but stuff like that. Okay, I've gone on a tangent, back to the video.
And I said no. And I yell right back at it when I say it.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
So the only bathroom that she's allowed to use at the school was locked again.
So she can't even use the nurse's office?
The mom is so ugly. I have no room to talk, but I really hate the mom.
But your friends take up for you, right?
Yeah, see what she's doing? She's acting like, oh, I support you, you're my baby.
Now we wait.
Okay, so the thought just occurred to me that maybe this video is going to be too long for me to edit and post on YouTube, so why don't I get straight to the point for why I hate the mom so much.
It's nice to know you're...
So I guess it's just being watchful to see which side of civil rights history my church is going to be on.
Okay.
That's
Okay, so for context, they're going to church, and the church I went to actually accepts gay people and trans people.
I was leading a ministry at Lakewood Church, leading Bible study every Saturday night.
Oh, church. That's why she's
church,
homophobic.
Serving as a prayer partner every Sunday. I was a straight-ticket Republican, a Tea Partier. My beliefs about the LGBTQ community were that, we needed to help them see the truth.
That's bullshit.
To save them from going to hell.
That is fucking bullshit. Notice how angry I'm getting? Because
I remember even thinking before Kai was 3 that I think this kid might be gay. And I thought that that could not happen. And that would not happen. We started praying fervently.
Here it
Prayers
comes.
turned into Googling conversion therapy and how can we implement these techniques at home to make
so
God
you...
not be like this.
Okay, I get it. So this mom thinks being gay is evil, which everyone knows online is absolute bullshit. She went to a church before this child was born, and the church's Bibles are really stupid and outdated, and we know that being gay is not evil. That is bullshit. So, if I were her, I would not even go to the church except for the one that I grew up going to, that I was baptized in. I said it wrong, because there are gay and trans people at my church. We accept all sexualities and all trans identities at the church I go to. There's no homophobia. I remember my friend from high school, I took her to my church the first time, and she was really scared about being there because churches have a reputation of being homophobic and transphobic and saying if you're gay, you're evil, you're gonna go to hell. And basically my friend said, well, I'm pansexual and I'm on the gay spectrum. Not those exact words, obviously, but I wasn't surprised at all that she was really scared of being at my church until I explained to her, we accept all LGBT communities here, gay, the gay spectrum, and the trans umbrella. So I think that made her feel a little better, but I'm not in her head, so I don't know. So again, back to the video.
Putting her in timeout for acting like a girl.
What?
Putting her in timeout for stealing
That's
girl toys.
fucked up.
Spanking her.
Are you kidding me?
Really spanking her.
Are you kidding me? Okay, maybe I'm just still not over that word because it's taken me a long time to hear it and be okay with it, but let me get this straight. You beat your daughter at 2 years old and punished her for being trans. Okay, I don't like to use transphobia, the word, because like homophobia, it's almost like a buzzword, and I feel like, oh, misgendering people is transphobic, doing this is transphobic, but what you just heard, if I wasn't too loud over it, I'll play it just in case when I edit the video. This is the definition of a transphobic mom. She admits to beating her daughter at 2 years old. I don't care what you want to call it. I consider the word I don't want to say beating. I consider that beating a child. I don't care what you consider it. I don't care what you say in the comments. But especially that she beats her daughter for having more courage than any other kid in my generation at the time, having the courage to say at a really young age, I am a girl. And this mom punishes and beats her kid every time she says, I am a girl. That is so disgusting. And I have no sympathy for this mom. That is like 100% transphobic parent in a nutshell. And that's why I made this video. Because, okay, moms like her have made me understand. So I've been asking the question, and it's kind of hypocritical, because I was saying to my parents, so why does it take such a long time for transgender people to come out of the closet? And then I watch a video like this, and I know why. Because I've heard that, according to my research and myself, when you're trans, you have those thoughts of dysphoria and being a different gender at a very young age. And this video has allowed me to give more trans people sympathy, especially trans kids. And this makes me think about trans celebrities like Elliot Page. Not only was he a celebrity, but he must have felt like in the wrong body, born as a girl in the wrong body at a very young age, and especially being a celebrity, he probably didn't even want to come out because he thought that coming out as trans would ruin his career. And if he felt that way as an 8-year-old, his parents, I don't know, I'm just guessing, could have been like this mom where she would beat Elliot too. So basically what I'm trying to say, this mom who beat her daughter for having the courage to come out as trans at 2 or 3 years old, that's disgusting. This is why parents like her, this is why so many trans kids don't come out of the closet until they're almost adults, until they're teenagers or grown adults in their 20s. Okay, so that is my rant. Let's watch the rest of the video. But if you think I'm just, I know what you're thinking. Oh, you're just, I know what you're thinking when watching this video. You're like, oh, you're just upset because she used your former trigger words. I'm not that triggered. I am a little. I reacted even worse to it today, but I just wanted to I'm making this video to bring awareness to how trans people are oppressed, even their parents who should love and protect them. But I've been thinking about this for a long time, making videos regarding trans kids and trans people to spread awareness, and this is my first video. So, yes, I am not okay with how this mom treated her daughter, because I know I didn't show much of the girl who is trans, but as someone who's seen the video before, I think she seems very, very, very brave to embrace her identity, that she was born in the wrong body, and she is, at just 3 years old, this girl expresses her identity, and even though she got punished and beat for it, she still did it, because that is what true courage is. But again, I will edit out the video a few times where I'm repeating myself. This mom, I can't stand her. I've said my piece.
Every time she would say, you know, I'm a girl.
Wow. Thanks,
Mom. No matter what the
Mom.
consequences, she's persisting in the fact that you should already know she's a girl.
Transphobic.
When I was about 4 years old, she prayed to go home and be with Jesus and never come back.
Father God, Jesus' name.
I'm sorry, I really shouldn't laugh at something that's serious. I'm not laughing because I think it's funny. I just think it's funny how the mom is like acting like it's not her fault that not only did she beat and punish her daughter for trying to express herself, but at 4 years old she commits suicide or has suicidal thoughts. That, in a nutshell, is just not only homophobic mom, but just a really bad, abusive, neglectful mom. But as much as I hate it, I have to admit, there's a lot of parents in real life who are like that. Oh my God.
My friends and family, be kind, be good, love each other, and courage and love. Amen.
My kid was praying to die.
Gee, I wonder whose fault that was,
All of the
Mom.
information and data that I had read about transgender children having a 41% risk of attempting suicide came flooding back, and I realized that I had a 4-year-old that was begging the Lord to let her die. I had a 4-year-old who would rather go be with Jesus forever than stay here. And
She's
have to
really
live with
acting
one
so
more day.
innocent here. I can't take it seriously. That is a whole new level of why I hate people so much.
Is that good?
No, I want that, I want that.
I know you do, but everybody does.
These orange things are fish eggs. I don't know why I like them.
They're pretty good.
They're the best touch on it.
They are.
She has good vocabulary for a 6-year-old.
Mom, where are the wipes?
Sleepovers are not a good idea.
All right, I'll give the mom a point. She's obviously trying to protect her.
Where are the wipes? Where are the wipes?
Just go wash your hands, please.
Ooh.
Well, we'll really have to. I don't know. I don't think sleepovers are a good idea.
Why?
Not everybody understands what trans is.
So you could be thinking, well, the mom is just trying to protect her from getting hurt by the other kids. I completely understand that. I'm not as angry as I was, but the mom could also be possibly saying no because she doesn't want her daughter to feel different. I'm trying so hard to hate the mom during my second viewing. But also, as I said in my intro, it feels like the mom is acting really kind and caring and supportive because when you're on camera and you're being filmed for a documentary, you're not just gonna behave bad on camera. Now that this girl, I mean, okay, the video's almost over, but this is, I wouldn't be surprised that if that's how the mom behaved before she was filmed on the documentary, imagine what she's doing now that this girl is 10 or 11 years old now. This documentary came out in 2017. So, I wouldn't be surprised if the mom's transphobia was so bad that she eventually disowned the girl, kicked her out of the house, and made her live with her grandparents. There's been countless stories of that happening to gay people too. So I don't want to make the video too long. This was just to spread awareness. And I want to finish the video, but it's 8 more minutes. And I don't know how much my iPad can take filming such a long video. So I'm wrapping up my final thoughts. I just wanted to make this video because I want to finally bring awareness to how there are transphobic parents. Probably worse than you think how they're transphobic. I'm just going to turn my phone off. It's not letting me. There. And I will react to more trans short films. Some of them are not nearly as bad because they're fiction that are trans representation. But when I heard that this mom was really transphobic and would beat her daughter for expressing herself at such a young age, that really baffled me. And I'm like, wow, I don't like to use the word transphobia all the time. It's almost a buzzword. But when you watch this documentary, that is true transphobia from a parent. And I'm so sad that we live in a world where not everyone is an angel, where parents are supposed to love and protect their kids, but when they're born different, you have to like punish them for no reason. Well, I'm glad to have gotten that off my chest. Time to edit the video. Bye.